I'm starting this video with a quiz. So, this is going to be a small lesson in priority, and you can see the field in front of us. There is only one way to win this turn. It's your turn, you're in the main phase, you've used Blowback Dragon's effect already. Unfortunately, he flipped 3 tails. Blowbad Dragon has struck again. Further rules to this quiz: all the cards in the Spell and Trap card zone are actually set on the field, but you have knowledge of every single card that is on the field, including your opponent's Ring of Destruction. Now, you do not, however, know what is set on your opponent's side of the field in the monster card zone. That is hidden information. Now, as you can see, your opponent is on 1700 life points and you are on 3100 life points. The quiz is the following. How can you win on this turn? You have your normal summon and you can use the card set. Go! So what's up everybody, it's Rost, and today's lesson is about priority. I'm going to answer the question that I posed to you at the beginning, and the one way you can win is by using your Dark Hex-Sealed Fusion and call priority to use its effect. By doing this, you would have tributed off your Dark Hex-Sealed Fusion and Blowback Dragon as part of the cost to activate the Hex-Sealed Fusion's effect. After declaring you're activating the effect, the next thing you will want to do is chain Torrential Tribute as part of the chain link. So then, Torrential Tribute will activate first, clearing all your monsters. However, the only card you're going to lose out of this is Sinister Serpent, as it's the only one that is remaining on the field after the Dark Hex-Sealed Fusion has used its own effect. After Torrential Tribute has resolved, Dark Hex-Sealed Fusion will resolve. So now the board is clear and you've got your Gatling Dragon, who is now able to attack directly and take away the rest of your opponent's life points. It's important to recognise that the turn player used priority in order to win the game. I'm willing to bet a lot of our audience here did not recognise how to win the game in that instance, and that is from a lack of understanding of priority, which is why I wanted to highlight this today. I'm sure everyone's got a rough idea of what priority is. To quote the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia, priority is a term that refers to a player's right to activate his or her card's effect as Chain Link 1. I didn't particularly want to break it down in great detail in this video, but rather tell you the common applications that I see in GOAT format. And for me, that would be Chaos Sorcerer and Blackluster Soldier using their effect. You will rarely get a situation where you summon Blackluster Soldier and your opponent doesn't ask you if you are declaring priority to use his effect. Just bear in mind that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Chains still resolve backwards, so if you summon your Blackluster Soldier, declare priority on your opponent's face down, and then they chain Torrential Tribute, both the Blackluster Soldier and your opponent's set monster will be destroyed, as Torrential Tribute would be the first thing to resolve. Once Torrential Tribute has resolved, then both monsters will be in the graveyard. Therefore, Blackluster Soldier's effect of select one monster on the field to banish becomes kind of non-applicable because neither of the monsters are on the field. Therefore, the opponent's set monster will remain in the graveyard. Now let's look at a similar scenario where Blackluster Soldier has been summoned, but instead of chaining Torrential, your opponent chains Ring of Destruction on the Blackluster Soldier. Now, Ring of Destruction will first resolve, destroying the Blackluster Soldier and then inflicting 3000 points of damage to each player, but then Blackluster Soldier's effect will resolve because the monster targeted is still on the field and it is able to resolve correctly, and therefore the set monster will also be banished. Where this becomes a little bit trickier is when you start throwing Thousand Eyes Restrict into the mix, because for all intensive purposes, priority, while technically can be declared by Thousand Eyes Restrict, it doesn't benefit Thousand Eyes Restrict's effect at all. What do I mean by this? Well, if we were to take this example before, but instead of summoning Blackluster Soldier, we are now summoning Thousand Eyes Restrict, your opponent still has that set Ring of Destruction and the monster on the field, and this time you choose to use Thousand Eyes Restrict on the set monster. Your opponent chains Ring of Destruction, destroying your Thousand Eyes Restrict, and this time the opposing monster stays on the field whilst your Thousand Eyes Restrict is sent to the graveyard. But Rost! In the Blackluster Soldier scenario, the monster was still banished. How come this time the monster is not absorbed by Thousand Eyes Restrict? Well, it's simple. Thousand Eyes Restrict is in the graveyard, and its effect explicitly states that it has to equip the monster that's on the field, and no monster in the graveyard can realistically equip any monster or anything. Another common card that using priority on is also a little bit futile is Breaker the Magical Warrior. It's a much easier explanation. You can't use Breaker the Magical Warrior's effect to destroy a spell and trap card as part of priority because it has an effect upon normal summon, which is to add the spell counter onto the monster itself. I just wanted to finish off by saying that I've been getting a lot of requests recently to evaluate decks and share my opinions. It's very flattering, but I honestly believe that you will get way more out of joining the Discord and discussing with the fellas on there. Most importantly, because you'll be getting multiple different opinions and angles to improve your deck. So I strongly urge you to come onto the Discord, have a laugh with us, and well, I'll see you on the next video.